Daisy, I can't believe you invited him over along with his buddy.
Why not? I haven't seen Jason and Edward for like a while. But you basically know them.
Every time I always with them, they always think of me. I'm sort of an old commercial looker. Just find something that's creepy and make it like an official story. That's exactly the whole point, though. I always did this because you've always been that kind of a stubborn kind of a guy. Come on. I mean, I've worked so hard trying to get the script of the story lately, and now I can't find nothing lately. And by the way, though, I basically informed if I let Gerald join in, but I didn't see him lately. I'm pretty sure he might be show up here later on.
Well, speaking of it, I haven't seen General for like completely weeks. After things going on.
What do you mean things going on?
Well, Gerald show up sometimes, but obviously he stay at his home, just chilling in bed and without even getting up. But sometimes he just feel like not like he's gonna get out or something. But that is something I can't ever recall it. But maybe I'm pretty sure he's busy.
Busy? That Gerald guy, he always do whatever he wants to do in his life. It takes a lot of a personality to make it more official. You know, it depends of how much things has been going on lately. Do you have any idea how hard it is for him? His house, the apartment, everything, and mine. It just seems like a very hard of a black sheep hiding in some sort of a system itself. But yet, I found out so much of it. I just know that ever since day one. Well, I told him he might be come here. I don't know when he's gonna show up here.
Oh, don't worry. I'm pretty sure Gerald might be show up in a sec. Oh, speaking of him, I see him right now.
Oh, Gerald, buddy. We were just talking about you. What's going on, buddy?
Gerald? Is everything alright?
Gerald, you look completely awful lately. Is that so? Well, maybe because I haven't been sleeping for completely 2 months now.
You know, people need some better sleep. It's part of our body schedules.
Everyone knows that, Daisy. It's just sometimes it's hard for me to get back to sleep. Every time I keep doing this, every single time. And if I didn't know any better, which just seems a little bit off. I'm pretty sure that Gerald basically saw a ghost that made him terrified. Actually, I did see something like unnecessary. What is it, Gerald? Did some scary man who's like a Jack Frost or a Pumpkin King come to pay back you a visit? No, that's just Halloween stuff. But the fact is, I saw something very much terrifying indeed.
What is it terrifying you, Gerald?
I saw a ghost children. That's it? Look, I know it's rather distressing to see those infinite little brats, even though they may be joyful and entertainment for you every single time you visit their birthday parties, but you never have once looked at this disturbed. Yeah, but in my dream it was completely different.
Describe different.
And how different was it? Well, I was in this forest and I had nowhere to go. I was trapped or something. I found this abandoned building, and by the time I went in there, I just feel I keep hearing this laughing and laughing, and it's just so much. Made me bothering my head for a bit, like I'm going through this migraine pain. And yet afterwards, I saw these children, but they look completely horrifying. They're like as if they're dead, but with the black voided eyes, with all the body skins are just like paler, and yet I can feel the flesh bones of it every time I see it. But to my surprise, I never seen this kind of nightmare so disturbing like this at once. It's probably because I just seen it in my head.
Oh no. Not this. Gerald, I hate to admit it, but whenever you see those dead children in your dreams, it seems you must have witnessed a purple cat named Catnap.
Are you fucking serious, Daisy? I'm not in a fucking mood with your little teasing lately, okay?
I'm not teasing. I know why you keep having these nightmares like that. Unless I was there.
You were what there?
The incident. Well, if I can give you completely honest, it all started ever since back in 1982, where the Playtime Co. basically decided to put some upgraded features with the plushies that we ever call it the Smiley Critters, and then by the time we do that, it seems very much indeed very different. I was one of these test subjects when I was 5 years old, and I thought it was going to be best if I could interact with one character, which is a red bear named Bobby Bearhug. But however, there is one infamous kid, which I don't even know the name of. He was wearing this outfit that I can't refer to, but he always been obsessed with Catnap. Catnap is very much strange yet kind of a critter, even though it's purple. Purple means like it smells like of a lavender kind of a color. But actually, some people like others. They always been interacting with a Bubble Fett, Kickin' Chicken, Crafty Unicorn, Hoppy Hopscotch, and even sometimes Picky Piggy, and the leader of it all, Dog Day. No matter what we've been looking for, we always collecting these tapes just because we never know what type of these tapes are for, because it says it's privacy business. However, one eventful day when that happened, when some kid basically manages to try to use some experimentation on the Catnap's plush just by using the red asphyxiation gas. So according to red asphyxiation gas, it's causing people to go to sleep. Even if you had trouble sleeping, that's like the only reason why it would happen like this. It just seems very much indeed different, which I can't describe it, but to make things more worse, At some nights, you can even hear some infinite children that I keep hearing every single time. The only reason why I was here is because I lost my parents when I was age 3. Some of the others, including me, who basically discovered that one of the test subjects who was basically with Catnap has basically been disappeared, along with the others too. It was just leaving me and the other two alone. So, eventually though, some people basically had enough of this detailed. But no matter what, I keep always having these bad habits in my brain. Like every single time that I hear this dramatic screaming that I keep hearing in my mind. First, it was like a laughing children playing, but it turned into a very dramatic scream with every single time I keep hearing it. But no matter what, I basically escaped the laboratory, and I managed to do that so oftenly. But luckily though, when I came back into the laboratory, it's been completely abandoned. But lo and behold, I never forget that one sight. It was a dead man who was basically lying on the ground, bleeding, and it looks like his entire eyes has been gouged out. I never know this could happen. But we never saw that kid ever again with Catnap, because I'm pretty sure the laboratory did something to him, along with the other critters. But I'm the only one who managed to escape, and that's all I can remember. My memory, it's went back into my head, and that's why I went to a therapist sometimes, just to get out of this nightmare. According to this though, if you had the Catnap plush, that's why the only reason why you put you to sleep, just because you feel it. And it keeps having the same nightmare every single time you hear the children laughing, and then it turns into a dramatic scream that comes every single oftenly. People just keep having these dreams because they think it was just some sort of a sick, twisted little joke that everyone wants to do this, but it turns out it's not. I felt this way every single time when I was 5 years old, and to this day, that Poppy Playtime Factory has been out of my head for a long time as I can remember. You were there? It just explains why the tape's starting to mess it up. The tape?
Yeah. The tape. I found this tape. I was in an abandoned warehouse, and I was basically I was driving back from work, and then all of a sudden I found this abandoned warehouse. I think about trying to do a little bit of exploring until I found it. And I decided to give a little test over it until I keep having this nightmare about kicking chicken being attacked by some cat with a purple long tail. But I never seen that could happen. That is like the most bizarrest thing I ever had in my dreams. But I guess you and I were on the same page. So all this time, this purple cat was actually had a name? Catnap? But what? Why does everybody keep having that same name though? Catnap. It sounds like you basically use that kind of stuff to put drug on a cat, which I done that sometimes to my cat, but it gets high as hell. But I never seen there's one called Catnap. So Catnap here is a purple cat with a moon bracelet, right?
Yeah, the one is shaped like a crescent moon. Then I guess you understand it.
That is the most disturbing story I ever heard of it. You were there ever since that happened?
I was there when I was 5 years old. But I try to forget it, but it's just suddenly coming back ever since when Jero found that plush toy back in the trade market. And I knew that day it seems pretty much indeed different. I know that because apparently there are a bunch of kids who's been gone missing just because of the experiment. And due to this day, no one's ever seen Smiley Critter show for years, ever since it's been canceled. How is it canceled? Because every episode it showed, it should just having a mixed tapes with something that's look like a truth. But if I have like a bunch of tapes here, I think I found well, actually I didn't find none, but You on the Henry, you basically found the first one. I think we need to find another two.
There's 3 tapes?
Yeah, there's 3 tapes that we can find, and we can figure out the clue to see where does this tape actually lead us to. You see if we can find the truth about this whole playtime incident called the Hour of Joy incident.
Okay, let's get this straight here. Fucking, it makes me no sense. Why the hell did you have that kind of a fucking nightmare like that? It's just completely horseshit.
It's not completely horseshit, Jason. I was there ever since that happened. Why don't you ever fucking believe me?
No, because the only reason why I don't believe you is because your fucking stories, it's fucked up, okay? Because you have no idea how very difficult it was to deal with some very unnecessary thing around the world. But you know, it seems like the entire people who's died and are becoming some sort of unnecessary thing, it's completely horseshit.
It's not horseshit, Jason. If you get run over by a fucking cat, then you understand how it feels when you kill one, okay? It's not that big of a deal.
What a rubbish thing I ever heard about this truly believe the little story of yours, Daisy. But what you saw may have been as strange as you think. But sometimes it just seems a little bit obvious with it. Jason, you've been dealing with that kind of bullshit story ever since you watched that fucking Nightmare on Elm Street story. No, you think it's real. Well, I thought it was real. But it turns out they have another serial killer who has my name on it. Well, that's Jason Voorhees, idiot. But I'm talking about the children that are killed, and then what happened to them, it seems unnecessary mystery. Why don't we go ahead and find these clues eventually so that we can figure out the trace steps of it? I'm not saying this that I want to make things official here, but I want to find out what happened to these children. Because, sorry, I'm yawning like completely. Because I'm still been tired. Like entirely. Because I have no sleep because of a fucking dream.
I know you are, Gerald. That's why we're gonna find out about this. As long as we work together, we might find out the clues about the incident of the Hour of Joy. But trust me, it's all real, Jason. If you did not believe me, you should go ahead and come to my house and I found some interesting stuff with it, okay? But I mean serious. The entire story is all real, okay?
Of course. Just like every other tale tells, we heard it before. It's all completely horseshit. Honestly, will you grow and stop telling such ridiculous stories of yours, Daisy? Besides, I'm gonna do some stuff tonight, which means I'm gonna go do some stuff work, okay?
Oh, please. It's not like it's a big deal here, Jason. You had to trust me on this.
Oh, I will trust you. I just don't believe the fucking story. I'll see y'all later.
Sometimes I just don't give him understanding, but he always do his ways because he's fucking Jason. He always been himself like all the fucking time because every time I told him some stories, like, he doesn't fucking listen to me. Like, that's fucking made me upset for a while, and then I started to get upset about it for like a completely 5 reasons, okay? I don't know what to do. And sometimes, like, at this point, it's just starting to make me feel completely unorthodox. It's not basically that kind of simple with it because he doesn't believe in some kind of a crazy fairy story or something. It's not a fairy tale story, Henry. It's just I've known kids back then because back then I don't have any friends ever since then when I was 5, but now I do. Because apparently, though, I miss my friends like Edward, who is basically attracted to Dog Day. And I know Martin, who is basically attracted to freaking, I think I would say, he basically attracted to, I don't know what he's attracted to. I think he's attracted to Boba Fett. Percy, he attracted to Hoppy Hopscotch along with Audrey. He's been attracted to crafting corn and whatnot, and other kind of people. Especially to some other critters I don't even know what to refer to, but it's just like a while back. What do you mean a while back? Well, back in 1989, when I was like 17, actually I wasn't 17 ever since when I was back in 1989. Well, back in 1989, I think there might be an updated version of Nightmare Critters called the Nightmare Critters, but I don't know what happened to them, which I don't want to give it a heads up. No, that's fine. I understand. I believe you. I mean, what would I do without you? I mean, I may not be Jason, but he just needs to open his eyes and just give him a simple understanding, okay? Where's your house at? We can go there tomorrow morning. I'll lead you there. I guess we'll give it a shot. Gerald, if this might work, we might find a way to help you. Because you're my only friend I ever had. Your second friend. Along with David. At least he understands. As long as we're together, we're going to find out this innocent of children been killed. I couldn't have done this without you guys. No problem. Soon tomorrow morning, we're going to head to my house. I'm pretty sure it's my old house that I used to live in back in Minnesota, but I basically a wild drive there, but I guess we'll give it a shot. You live in an old house before you move here? Yeah, it was in Minnesota. It was like my old childhood memories there. I just basically remember. But I'll take you there.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm gonna drive all night for doing this. It's no big deal. What am I to judge? Freaking Daisy's stories. Every single time she always told that fucking story over and over again whenever we have friends over. It just seems bogus. At least I could never see that coming. That sounds completely unnecessary. What am I to judge? That's like the first time I ever been expecting it. That's strange. I thought there was many cars lately, but I guess this is like a lonely night. I'm pretty sure everyone went to sleep back in the city. At least I'm the only one who's still around. Alright. I'm gonna go up to a highway to see where I'm gonna go. Kansas City is something. What am I to judge? This might be the first time I ever been in this location. Thinking of it, I never know this kind of little path. Huh. Not with this way, me too. Something did not feel right. Wait. It's new? What does it say? SMLE every day? Stupid show. What could go wrong with it? I mean, it's not creepy. At least I'm okay. Just completely idiot. Pretty sure people are just trying to make me feel, oh, look out, there might be some crazy thing happening like the on night. I don't give two shits. Wait, hold up. What the hell is that? Wait. Oh, no. Wait. Oh, God. No. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. That can't be it. Is that the same children from the dream that Gerald told me? Wait, wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh god, I was close. I thought I was gonna run over that little child. What the hell was that kid thinking? He's better not do some stupid shits. I'm telling you that. Oh god. I feel a little bit unnerved about this road. Am I going the right direction? Wait. I don't think I do. Let me see if I can turn around. Okay. Hold on, wait. Why is it not working? Come on, why won't it work? What the hell's going on in my freaking car? Come on, please work. Come on. What the hell is happening? Turn on your freaking thing. Fucking damn it. Get this car fixed. Wait. Whoa. I'm going fast. I'm going too fast. Whoa. Oh god. This is not like what I've been thinking of it. Oh, please. I'm too young to die. Oh my god. What the hell is that? Wait. Holy sh! Oh. Ow. Oh, fuck. I can't. Ow. I can't move my legs. I think they're fucking broken. Oh my god. Ow. Okay. What the fuck is going on? Okay, at least I'm okay. I'm gonna go call the doctor real quick. I'm gonna call the ambulance real quick. Oh my god. As long as I can get my phone. Oh shit. Oh my god. Okay. Hope it's answering the phone. Okay. Fuck, it is not working. Damn it. I broke my phone ever since the crash. Okay. What the fuck is that thing? Oh my god. Is that weird looking kitty? Wait. No.